All right, what you're looking at is version 2 of the table saw cart. I built this yesterday from scrapping the old one. It's now refined, it's much smaller, it holds the table saw in the way that I need it to. The best feature, in my opinion, about the table saw cart is the drawer. I love the drawer. The drawer is amazing. I just have a few problems with it. The drawer is compiled together by 2 drawers that I jerry-rigged together to fit as one, which works out great, but it looks kind of ugly. So I'd like to redo the face of that. And so also adding like a little handle would be really beneficial for me, so I could just like quickly grab it. You know, that would be huge. And then the other thing that I hate is when I open up the drawer, all my stuff goes all over the place. It slides, I've got pencils and everything. So I'd like to make some kind of organization for pencils and for my speed square, center punch, and what's that thing called? Oh, tape measure. The other thing that I want to do with this build is I want everything to stay within the shop. So I just want to be able to resource things that I have around here. And I think I've got enough things to do. So I think the easiest one to do is the pencil holder. I think we're gonna get going on that. I realized I want to film all of this, but I can't film it until I have a top-down camera for this project. So what I need to do is I need to make a little mounting system for the top-down camera, and that way you can see these cool top-down shots. So let's do that first, and then we'll start working on the pencil holder. Yes, okay. Okay, so here's what I have. I have 6 pencils that I would like to keep in the cart, and I found this little wooden block that I have. And I thought this would be really cool to be able to lay the pencils in, cut it to the right depth of the pencils, and then put it in the drawer so I can easily access it. I could just put a piece of wood, something like this, and cap it, but what I realized was I actually like the look of like the pencils being exposed. So what I have instead is a dog cone that my dog had when he went to the hospital this summer. He's okay, thankfully. I think our method of practice would be to chop this to the depth that I want for the pencils and then cut this guy out to then be mounted here. All right, here's what we're working with. We have, I don't want to use this yet. We cut the plastic out to be able to go right here. I want the pencils to stick out of the actual holder. Then my goal with the pencil holder is to have a bottom. So what I want to do is score this guy and do it also plastic bottom so you can see the cool details of the pencil. I'm gonna let this cure a little bit, and then I will basically, we can sand this edge, or maybe we'll take a router and route these edges a little bit. So yeah, this is it now. So here you have the plastic shielding. I've sanded it down. It looks okay. And I think for this project, I really only ever need 6 pencils. If I need more than 6 pencils, I have a problem. So that's cool. Okay, on to the next project, which would be needing to hold these 3 things. What I thought would work is this piece of common board. And my thought is that if I lay it out like this, just like so, I would be able to have the speed square in a groove, the tape measure in a groove, and the center punch in a groove. That way they don't slide around as the drawer goes back and forth. What I was gonna do is cut into this board, but I'm realizing that I have this beautiful scrap that is kind of a weird shape. And this would give me a piece of wood for another project later. So we're gonna chop the square out of this guy. Okay, here it is. This little guy will now hold all of these things. I built this so it just slides right on, sits flush, won't wiggle. The center punch goes in this little groove, and then your tape measure goes here. And now everything has a designated spot for it, and it shouldn't move in the cart. Yes, this was a really bad job. I sped that up. The beveled edge right here though, for the center punch, turned out really well. Looks almost like I know what I'm doing. And it sits really great in there. Now what I can do is I can put this in the drawer and it will keep everything looking good. Now, on to the next project. I need a face for the drawer with a grab handle, which would be really good. I only have like really bad looking 3/4 inch lumber, and I think that's just what I'm gonna rock with because this cart doesn't need to look pretty. I cannot believe I was able to get all of those things done in one day. I mean, it's only 3 o'clock. I think we started at 11 and we took about an hour lunch. What I love so far now is that everything is in a contained space. So I can open up the drawer and I can quickly grab my speed square, my tape measure, my center punch. They all go back into a designated space. It just helps me keep things organized and clean. What I really like about it is that I was able to use all the scrap materials that's in my shop. I didn't have to go out and buy anything, which is kind of my whole desire for this channel, is to be able to just resource things here and there and make videos based off of what I have at the house, and typically try to avoid buying new things because new things suck and used things are awesome. So yeah, that's it. Okay, I'm gonna wrap up now. We're done. Now I have to clean up the shop. The next thing I need to work on is the wood cart, because now that this table saw doesn't have a wood cart with it, all my lumber's over here and it's driving me nuts because it's so messy. So once I build that, I think it will start to clean things up a little bit. But yeah, this is sick. I'm stoked to start using this. It's gonna be cool. All right, later.